So I hope you can hear me. And if you did not get that intro, here we go again. So welcome back to the United Forum. This is bringing you your latest Manchester United news, transfer news, and your opportunity to voice your opinion after the very first time in Sri Lanka. A little late today once again. Blame the electricity board is what I did tell early on because yes, we have not had power for a few hours. Therefore, did get a little late, preparing my content. And just to give you headlines on today, Cristiano Ronaldo has been offered to Chelsea. Frankie De Jong to Manchester United seems to be imminent. An update on Christian Eriksen and Anthony from Ajax. Now, I know that it's been the same headlines again and again in the past few weeks, and that is what the Manchester United transfer window has been so far this month. And even the most recognizable journalists have been recycling the same reports again and again, just adding a few things, adding a few words, changing the phrases a little bit, but somewhat the context of the reports have been the same, the content have been the same. It's about Frankie de Jong, it's about Anthony, it's about Christian Eriksen, it's about Cristiano Ronaldo. It's the same thing again, just put into different words. Now let me start off with who you want me to start off with. Let's start off with Frankie de Jong because I've got plenty of news on Frankie de Jong. Now, the interesting thing about Frankie de Jong is that this deal has been taking ages to be completed. We have all been expecting this deal to be done as soon as possible. We know that Erik ten Hag is desperate for this deal. United have been slowing things down, have been stalling this deal quite a lot, is what we did think the past few weeks, but the truth has finally come out. Now, a few journalists, recognizable, reliable, trustable journalists, have come out and said Gerard Romero too, who is also a journalist very much linked to Barcelona, has come out and said that the reason that the Frankie de Jong deal has been delayed is because of Manchester, in fact, is because of Barcelona and not because of Manchester United. And it's especially because Frankie de Jong's agent, who I don't know the name, so excuse me there, has been promised compensation, is it? Anyway, has been promised a fee by the Barcelona president, and his agent, that is Frankie de Jong's agent, does not want to offer or complete any deal which is linked to Frankie de Jong and Barcelona anytime soon until he is being paid that sum of money he was promised to be paid. Now, we all do know that De Jong did not want to leave Barcelona early on, thinking that he would have a chance at Barcelona, considering their financial situation and the fact that they needed players to be sold in order to get out of this financial situation. But De Jong did have hope, thinking he would have a chance at Barcelona despite these circumstances. While good news for Manchester United fans is that within these few weeks things have changed quite a lot, and now De Jong too knows that a deal between him and Barcelona and another club seems to be very much imminent. In fact, to be putting it in proper words, De Jong does know that he has to leave Barcelona very soon because of the situation they are facing. Now, complications that have been going on with Barcelona so far is not money, but in fact time. Now, the thing is, Barcelona has been buying plenty of time from Manchester United in order to complete this deal, and it's not Manchester United that has been stalling this deal. Interestingly, now we all think that it is Manchester United who is stalling this deal. The negotiations are not up to the standards of the other club, is what we did think. Now, this might be the case. You never know, but what we have heard this week is that Barcelona has been buying time from Manchester United because they want their financial levers to come in. They want to buy a few players in. They want the Lewandowskis and all their targets, a few of their targets to come in this summer before they offload Frankie de Jong, because they too, just like Frankie de Jong, in fact, have a tiny bit of hope that if the financial levers do come in and if they do get a few players in, reduce the wages of a few players, offload a few players, offload dead weight, that they too might have a chance of keeping De Jong, which might benefit them. But that doesn't seem to be the case with Barcelona. In fact, problems have been going from bad to worse for Barcelona, and I think at the moment it seems very much that Barcelona need to sell. It's not a want, you have your needs and wants. It's not a want, it's a need that Barcelona have to sell Frankie de Jong in order to get themselves out of this financial situation, especially because Frankie de Jong is on high wages, and getting this deal over the line could get them some money as well. And that is why the Barcelona has been trying to buy some time from Manchester United. Especially one reason is because they want the financial leverage to come in. The other reason is because they want a few signings this summer to come in as well, and if possible to offload a few deadweight so that they have the slightest chances of keeping Frankie de Jong. Things don't seem to be that way, and as of now, Barcelona have given the green light and have told Frankie de Jong too that yes, he needs to be offloaded because of the financial situation there, and because they need to progress and improve and rebuild their team this season, and they need to get rid of players who are on high wages. And one such player that would help them overcome this financial situation is Frankie de Jong if he is offloaded, and that is why Barcelona have given Frankie de Jong the green light to move away from Barcelona. And now Frankie de Jong too knows he too knows that the green light is being given from Barcelona for him to move away. He wanted to stay at Barcelona, but complications have increased within these past few weeks. Things have changed, and he too knows that he has to move away from Barcelona, and he has agreed to join Manchester United. Manchester United have given their proposal to Barcelona as well. There was a bid. Now the latest report from Fabrizio Romano is that Frankie de Jong deal, Manchester United are always in direct contact with Barcelona, and the verbal proposal now discussed between clubs is around 65 million guaranteed fee after 60 million plus add-ons. Opening bid rejected. There are still no changes on player and agent side. I think by that last sentence where he does say there are still no changes between agent and player side, is that they still have hope. And if there are chances to stay at Barcelona, they are willing to stay Barcelona, but they do know that they have to move away from Barcelona because of the financial situation. Barcelona are requesting, in fact are asking for about 80 million. United have gone with a second bid of around 65 million and add-ons, which I think would add up to 80 million. And De Jong himself has agreed to join Manchester United. That's the situation with De Jong right now. De Jong and his agent have shown interest in the move as well. Personal terms are agreed, and it's a matter of finalizing things between Manchester United and Barcelona, and this deal would be over the line, and you would get that. Here we go. So expect this De Jong deal to be done, I would say, by the first week or second week of July. Anyway, if not for those two, early July is what I would say you to expect this deal to be done. I think United, in fact, haven't done any deal in the month of June for about 3 to 4 years until till date. So I really don't expect United to get the deal done within these 4 days. You might get an announcement that the bid has been accepted. Medicals. De Jong has got the green light to go ahead with medicals and all that. But within these 4 days, I don't think that the deal will be done. It just makes too much sense for Manchester United to be doing that. So I really don't think United would get the deal done by these 4 days. But definitely within the early weeks of July, I do think United would get that De Jong deal done. Now, what I think about this De Jong deal, what I've heard is that wages are going to be huge, is what I've heard. According to the sources, he might be up to 300,000 per week, 350k per week. You never know. That is what the sources have come out to say. If Manchester United do get Frankie de Jong, if Frankie de Jong does come to Manchester United, he will be on huge wages, is what the sources do say. And yes, the deal is likely to be around 80 million, which I think is about 65 million and add-ons up to 80 million if Barcelona do accept this bid. United have done. Anyway, the deal is definitely going to be around 80 million, whether it is with add-ons or a direct fee of 80 million. The deal will definitely be around that sum of 80 million. Will Manchester United have a signing bonus? I'm not quite sure, but definitely the wages for Frankie de Jong, if he does come to Manchester United, would be huge. And I think that would be considerable because De Jong just want to stay at Barcelona. And if you currently take De Jong, he's one of the best midfielders in the world as well. Eric Ten Hag is desperate to get De Jong to Manchester United in order to have his style of play at Manchester United. So I think the fact that we United are going for high wages, and the fact that De Jong still wants to stay at Barcelona, he does not want the move to United. Definitely, he wants to stay at Barcelona if there is the slightest chance. If you want to make a player like that happy, you have to pursue him. You have to beg him, you have to touch his feet and beg him to come to your team for a player like that. And the advantage we have is that De Jong has worked with Eric Ten Hag previously, so we do have that advantage. And if we really want to give him that smile on his face when he does come to Manchester United, and if we really do want him to play for Manchester United from his heart, like he does for Barcelona, I think wages would be a concern, because at the end of the day, money does attract a player to a club, no matter how big you are as a player, no matter how rich you are as a player. I think when those wages come in at you, you definitely think about that often, consider it. So I do think through in order to pursue a player, I think the best option you have, the first option a team like Manchester United would go for is high wages. And I do think definitely De Jong, if he does come to Manchester United, he will be one of the most highest paid players at Manchester United, definitely above Mohamed Salah at Liverpool as well. And it's considerable. Once again, I'm telling you, it's considerable, because De Jong just want to stay at Manchester United. The slightest chance there is for him to stay at Barcelona, he would be happy to take. And Barcelona don't want to keep De Jong because of the financial situation. They want to offload him and make money out of his sale. United are desperate for Frankie de Jong. Eric Ten Hag is desperate for Frankie de Jong. United have promised to give Eric Ten Hag the window he needs. Eric Ten Hag needs Frankie de Jong in order to continue his style of play at Manchester United. United are desperate to have him. Barcelona are desperate to sell him. At the end of the day, we have come to a conclusion that is Manchester United and Barcelona. Barcelona have brought their time to see if there are any chances to keep De Jong at Barcelona. Unfortunately, no. In fact, unfortunately for Barcelona fans, fortunately for Manchester United, and in order to get in order to get Frankie De Jong to United, United will be paying him huge wages, is what the sources have got us telling. Now, moving away from the Frankie de Jong deal, a bit of an update on Christian Eriksen. Now, Manchester United reports and sources have come out and said that Manchester United did offer Christian Eriksen a contract which has been rejected by Christian Eriksen and Brentford, but United are willing to go again, is what we've heard. Now, this is a bit of a shame. In fact, not a bit of a shame, but definitely a shame. Considering Manchester United, because we are one of the biggest clubs in England. We called ourselves the Giants of England, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, the biggest club in England. And the fact that a United bid is being rejected by Brentford, and the fact that we have to pursue a player at Brentford to come to United and accept their offer is a shame. Now, why Eric Ten Hag is desperate, I wouldn't say he is desperate for Frankie de Jong, considerable, because he wants to continue his style of play at Manchester United. United don't have the quality in that midfield, neither do they have that depth in midfield. Yes, we do have Bruno Fernandes, we have Van de Beek, we know what sort of season both these players had last season, and in order to take that midfield quality a notch or a few notches higher, we do need Frankie de Jong. Do we need another centre attack in midfield in Christian Eriksen? I'm not quite sure about that now. If Eriksen, in fact, Erik Ten Hag does need and does say Manchester United push for the Eriksen deal, I'm definitely in for it. I do think Eriksen is the perfect replacement for Juan Mata, like I have been saying it to you the past couple of weeks as well. I think Eriksen would be very helpful for us, considering squad depth and considering the fact that the Premier League has now enabled 5 substitutes. I definitely do think you can give your substitute players a lot of game time, considering the fact that this rule has come into play. Now, we also have Europa League football. Eriksen is looking for Champions League football, but if we do get Eriksen, I think one way it would be helpful for us as Manchester United is because we do have Europa League football. We've got a long season: Europa League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and also the Premier League. So we need squad depth. We need to rest the likes of Bruno Fernandes. We saw what tired legs could do towards the end of the season as well, in the past couple of seasons. So we do need that depth in midfield. We know how much of quality we lack in the midfield because considering we only have Scott McTominay and Fred. Would I sell one of these two? I would sell. I definitely would sell Scott McTominay. I still do think Fred could be of something for Manchester United under Eric Ten Hag, considering his box-to-box abilities. Yes, they are not as good as the Ericssons and Frankie de Jong, but I definitely do think he would be a good and decent squad player. Would I take Ericsson? Yes. In fact, it would be interesting to see what Erik Ten Hag does with Christian Eriksen. Would he play him as a backup number 10, or would he play Eriksen on the right wing, considering the fact that we don't have that creativity on the right, considering Jadon Sancho is now playing on the left? What would Erik Ten Hag do with Jadon Sancho? Are we going to see Sancho shift from the left to the right again like he did in Dortmund? I really do hope so, because I loved the Jadon Sancho at Dortmund. I thought he was a beast. He was unstoppable on his day, be it dribbling, be it shooting, his passing. He was unstrong at Dortmund on that right hand side because he was consistently playing on the same role, whereas in United he has been shifted from the right to the left, from the left to the right. And I do hope that Erik Ten Hag does stick to one specific role with these players. If you buy Ericsson, you've got to tell him, okay, we are buying you as a backup number 10. You can come here. You will get your play time. You've got plenty of game time coming in with Europa League football, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League. We've got the 5 substitutes rule now in. So you have plenty of game time. You can make a career out of this. And I promise you that you will get enough game time to get selected to that World Cup squad. Get him. If you want to play him off the right, just tell him you're not going to be playing off as a backup number 10. You are going to be playing off as a number as a right wing. So that's a little extra work considering what you have been doing in the midfield. It's a little extra work on that right wing. You've got track back as well. It's quite a lot of work considering your work rate in the midfield. So would you be okay to take that role? You've got to talk to these players and give them a consistent role, because with the World Cup approaching, players want promised game time, a proper role, and they want a stable place in their team, not just coming in and going off and coming in like it has been happening at Manchester United the past few seasons. And why I do think one reason that we couldn't go for Julian Timber, in other words, at Ajax is because of that, because United in the past couple of seasons hasn't had haven't had a stable starting 11. Players have been chopped in, chopped out. Alex Telles has been replaced by Shaw in for Telles in for Shaw in for Telles. You saw it, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with Dean Henderson and David Dahia. Now we've got that problem with Rafael Varane, Harry Maguire, and Victor Lindelof. We also are going to have that problem in midfield if we do get Christian Eriksen. I do think, because we have 3 number 10s then in the likes of Donny van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes, and Christian Eriksen. So it will be interesting to see what Erik Ten Hag does with that situation he has got there with the 3 number 10s. If he does get Christian Eriksen, is he going to play Eriksen off the right? Is he going to play Donny as the holding midfielder or as the box-to-box? Another interesting option he does have in that midfield is James Garner. What actually does happen to him? Does he stay at Manchester United, or does he go on another season-long Premier League loan? United, uh, in fact, considering a bit of scary news that would trigger most Manchester United fans a little bit, is the situation with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, as of reports, George Mendes has been offering Cristiano Ronaldo to a few clubs, namely Chelsea and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have rejected this. They are not willing to take Cristiano Ronaldo at the moment. As things stand, Bayern Munich don't want Cristiano Ronaldo, and why I do think so is because they have Lewandowski, and they hope that Lewandowski would stay at Bayern Munich. Their priority right now is to keep Lewandowski at Bayern, is what their priority is, and not to go for another striker in Cristiano Ronaldo. And in fact, George Mendes has also offered Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea. Now, the interesting thing is that United have told that Cristiano Ronaldo is not for sale, and that United plan their future ahead with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is happy with Erik Ten Hag. Erik Ten Hag is happy with Cristiano Ronaldo, is what we've heard. But we've also heard that Cristiano Ronaldo has told that he likes Erik Ten Hag. He is looking to the future. He wants to build the future with Manchester United and win trophies and take United back to where they were, and especially considering Champions League football, to get back those titles and get back United into winning ways. but he has his doubts, and that is considering United's transfer window. He wants to see Manchester United be more ambitious in the transfer window, and if that does not happen, are we going to see Cristiano Ronaldo go out of Manchester United? In fact, go away from Manchester United, or in other words, in proper words, leave Manchester United. Now, I know the fact that United have told that they are planning their future ahead with Cristiano Ronaldo. Eric Ten Hag plans to have his future plans with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, you can say all that, but Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo. He has been playing since he was 18 years for Manchester United. He has been playing professional football since he was a teenager, almost 18 since he was playing for Manchester United. So almost 17 years of professional football at Manchester United, Real Madrid, and Juventus, and Manchester United again. He knows how things are going to be. He knows the fact that managers can't work magic, that it takes time. You need to bring in transfers. You need players who would fit managers and not managers who would fit the players. Cristiano Ronaldo is a man who could understand all this himself, and he doesn't need to be advised on this. If United aren't ambitious and don't deliver on the summer transfer window, I do think Cristiano Ronaldo would move away from Manchester United. Would it be Chelsea? I really don't think so. If he does move, I do think United won't allow him to move to another Premier League club, because that would damage not just Ronaldo's reputation, his reputation aside, he's doing it for his career. He's won it all. He's got nothing left to win, but he is a winner, so he's still looking to win things. So that does not really matter to him, because he is looking to enhance his football career, and doing such a thing would be sensible for Cristiano Ronaldo. But it would damage Manchester United's image, considering the fact that we have allowed Cristiano Ronaldo to move to a rival. So that is why I do think Ronaldo would move away from Barcelona. Would it be Qatar? I'm not sure. Would it be China? I'm not sure. Would it be Real Madrid again? I'm not sure. Would it be Bayern Munich? If Lewandowski does move to Barcelona, I do think it would be Bayern Munich, because Lewandowski is a little desperate to move away from Bayern Munich. Barcelona are desperate to get Lewandowski. Bayern Munich are not desperate to keep him, but they do want him to keep him until his contract is over. They just don't want him to increase his wages as much as he is demanding it to be. So yes, it's really interesting to see what will actually happen. I do think this transfer window is going to be key, considering Cristiano Ronaldo's future at Manchester United, and I really do hope United deliver. And as we've heard, yes, the rest of the deals, considering the likes of Anthony Lassan, in fact, Martinez from Ajax as well, who we have been linked to, and United have told sources have come out and told that the rest of the deals for Manchester United would be done after the Frankie de Jong deal, and I think the yeah, is cleared out for us from the reports we did get today. And we, as Manchester United fans, we all did think that United are stalling the deal. I do still think United may be a part of the deal being stalled, but what we've heard is that Barcelona, in fact, is buying time from Manchester United, thinking they could, cover their leverages, financial levers to come. Considering they would hope to get their financial levers to come in, and also to get a few players in, offload a few players, so they could keep De Jong. That has been cleared out. The situation is not getting any better for Barcelona. They have given the green light for Frankie De Jong to move away from in fact, Barcelona. De Jong has agreed to join Manchester United. A bid has been submitted, 65 million plus 80 add-ons. In fact, 80 million, around 80 million is what sources have told the deal would be around. So interesting to see what would happen around that deal. Apart from that, Cristiano Ronaldo's future would solely depend, in my opinion, on this transfer window. I do think if United do deliver this transfer window, Ronaldo would stay at United. Even if United don't actually deliver this transfer window, I 75% do think Ronaldo would stay at United, because he hasn't got many options, and he is a serial winner. He wouldn't want to go to places like Qatar or China for money, but he would look to win things. Would Real Madrid take him back? I'm not quite sure. Would he go to Barcelona? Definitely not, because he is a Real Madrid fan, born and bred. He wanted to play for Real Madrid. It has been his childhood dream. So he definitely would not go to Real Madrid's rivals, Barcelona. Would he go to Bayern Munich? I definitely do think so, if he does get an attractive offer. But that does depend on Lewandowski's future at Bayern Munich. Now moving on, we did cover up Frankie de Jong's situation. what is actually happening around that deal. We did cover up on Christian Eriksen and what would that do at United, how in fact Erik ten Hag is desperate for De Jong. He also wants Christian Eriksen in order to continue his style of play at United. Would he be the backup number 10 or would he play at the right? Not quite sure. Interesting to see what happens there. Cristiano Ronaldo's future, he has been offered to Chelsea and a few other clubs as well. Bayern Munich has turned down the offer as well. Currently, United say that they do want to keep Cristiano Ronaldo and that he is not for sale. And at last, but not least, a bit of an update on Anthony for you. Now, Anthony at Ajax has told his agent to look for moves away from Ajax, and parties interested are Manchester United as of now. Now, considering Rafinha, Arsenal in advanced stages of the deal is what we've heard. If Arsenal does flop that deal, Arsenal too have been linked to Anthony, who Arsenal do seem as option B if they don't get Rafinha, and a few other clubs are also having a look at Rafinha, namely Chelsea. United are interested in Anthony. Anthony is interested in a move to United, but Ajax have set a very high asking price in 80 million, considering the fact that they have sold most of their players, the likes of Nasser Mazrouai, Ryan Gravenberg, Nicholas Tagliafico is expected to leave as well, and Dusan Tadic, is it? It's another midfielder who in fact Ajax have is expected to move as well. Lisandro Martinez is expected to move. So yes, Sebastian Haller has moved away from Ajax. So plenty of outgoings considering Ajax, and that is why they have set a very high asking price for Anthony, because they do want to spare a few players for themselves. Basically, their message to Manchester United is you are too late. Had you come a few weeks or a few months early and negotiated a deal with us, maybe you would have got him for about 45 to 50 million is what I think we should go for Anthony. But I do think 80 million is a little too much. If it is for Rafinha, I do think 80 million is considerable, considering he is prem proven, but I really do think 80 million is too much. 65 million around that would be my price for Rafinha. If I had to choose between Anthony and Rafinha for United, I would go for Rafinha, because I do know that Rafinha is prem proven, because he has played for Leeds United. He has been fantastic in a falling Leeds United team as well. So yes, he is prem proven. He has played in the Premier League. He has the experience in him as well. And yes, Arsenal unfortunately are in advanced stages considering that deal. I think Arsenal are going to have one of the biggest summer transfer windows they've had in a while. So watch out for Arsenal. A lot of teams above Manchester United strengthening their squad as well, adding depth. The likes of Spurs, the likes of Arsenal as well. It's a shame to see United still struggling to get just one deal done. And considering the fact that we have been negotiating for about 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 weeks and still paying the amount Barcelona needed is a shame. Anthony deal seems likely to be done. Anthony is okay with the move to United. United want Anthony. Ajax have set a high price, so negotiating with Ajax is going to be difficult task. Considering tonight's show, that's pretty much it, folks. Considering the transfer news, yes, it has been the same story which has been rotated and recycled again and again throughout the past few weeks. But that is what it is, because it is Manchester United, considering our business throughout the month of June, because United in almost 3 years haven't got a deal done in the month of June. So yes, it's actually a shame, because we are Manchester United. We call ourselves Manchester United, and the fact that we take so long to get this done is actually a shame, while other teams have got their third signings done and are almost getting their fourth signing done. Just to give you a recap today, De Jong deal seems to be imminent. He has agreed to join United. 80 million is the asking price. United's second bid, 65 million plus add-ons. Cristiano Ronaldo has been offered to a few teams around Europe, likely Bayern Munich and Chelsea. United want to keep Ronaldo, especially considering the fact that we don't have a striker and we haven't gone for a striker. We missed out on Darwin Núñez, and we don't have a proper and a decent backup striker. So United want to keep Ronaldo desperately in order to have him for the future. Erik ten Hag has Ronaldo in his plans. United have Ronaldo in their plans as well, so they do want to keep Ronaldo. Ronaldo needs an ambitious Ronaldo wants to see more ambition from United this transfer window, or he too might considering moving out. Ericsson is also, in fact, United have offered Ericsson a contract which has been rejected by Brentford and Ericsson himself, and United are still willing to go again for Christian Eriksen. Anthony, in fact, Anthony is okay to move to Manchester United. He wants to move to Manchester United. Anthony's agents want to move to Manchester United. United want Anthony. Ajax have said a little too much of a setting price, considering United being too late on the deal. Considering United's news, that's pretty much it. That's a recap to you as well. If you are new to the show, do give us a subscribe, smash a like on the video, and do share this video among your friends as well, and get them to subscribe as soon as possible. Let's hit that 200 mark. I'll get you updates. There'll be plenty of upgrades on this show very soon. It would take a little bit of time, in fact, considering I've got my advanced levels examinations coming up as well, so do give me a bit of time. And as soon as these exams are around, I'm going to bring a plenty of upgrades on the show. I'm going to bring you a few guests as well, just to bring that and take that show a notch high as well. So do tune in every Friday and Sunday at 10 p.m. for your latest Manchester United news. Do give us a follow on our socials at united.forum on Instagram as well. And until then, and until I see you next Friday for the transfer show, have a blessed week and a blessed night. Have a very good night. Have a good sleep. Plenty of problems considering Sri Lanka. People stressed out all over, plenty of problems to think about. No one in this world, in fact, Sri Lanka right now is settled. Plenty of problems going on, full of crisis, prices, inflation, everything you've got. So do be patient, have faith, and yes, stay close to your loved ones. At the end of the day, they are all you have. And yes, do keep tuning into the United Forum and forget all the problems you have for a few minutes, and let's talk Manchester United throughout the weeks, bringing you your latest Manchester United news every Friday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Stay tuned in and do give us your fullest support. This is not my channel, this is not your channel, this is our channel, this is our community. Do keep supporting us, and until I see you once again for the next show, adios amigos. This is the United Forum.